Tom, can you talk a little bit about the role of Captain Phillips in this movie? I mean, it's obvious to think of him as a hero, but do you think that that's the way he perceived himself?
No, he wouldn't think of himself as a hero at all. He was a guy that just kept moving forward and kept, didn't give up and was always looking out for a possibility for his own individual survival, just sort of wanted to get through it. I would view him as, well, I would view him as the guy who you're glad that he was in charge. He did something very, 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 very smart, is he got those guys off the ship. And there's people that might not be able to see that as being the goal in a circumstance like that. He has had a lifetime of experience of things happening on the water. He has had a lifetime of experience of dealing with odd behavior out of human beings, both drunk and sober. He knows ships and he knows the sea. So that actually is that is a recipe for somebody who will survive a heroic circumstance. But even he would say that's different from actually being a hero.
Now, let me ask you, as an actor, you've got to do a myriad of really incredible things. But on this particular movie, what's the one day where you maybe even stopped for a moment and went, well, this is kind of cool. I get to...
Oh, gosh. We had a moment in which Michael Chernus and I, before we started shooting, were on board the ship, and we stayed on board the ship as it traversed at night from one port to another. And to be out there and see all the workings of the ship and what you have to do in order to just pull out of port, where you have to wait, where you have to be at a bunking station, all the other ships that are out there on the radar, and all you see is black sea and sky outside the windows. The nature of it, waiting for the pilot to come on board, just seeing it. The actual nuts and bolts getting from one place to another on board a fully loaded container ship, that was fascinating. And both Michael and I were on board we were up on the bridge for hours and hours with the captain and with the rotating watches as they came on. And we both said, man, this is a good job.